buy the ship or to own the ship was always my dream, Then all the internal funding by selling last pair of shop, that also includes my house, everything. Because I had a faith, I believed in that. I went, took the delivery of the ship.
Big moment.
I don't know, it's a big moment of you sign, take the delivery of the ship, but where do you go back? You don't have a home.
When did you decide to buy your first ship and how easy or difficult it was? How did you manage?
The experience was very hard to forget that, and I'll tell you why. When I bought the first ship, the market was absolutely bad to an extent that if you put a card on the table and say that you're a ship owner, people will run away because nobody wanted to touch any ship owner or look at the ship owner.
If you want to achieve something big, and when you achieve that big, you're taking those small steps. Sometimes you have to let go money and all those things, right? Objective should be to learn, right? How important is this?
See, you should have aim and goal. And end route of aim and goal, you may have to sacrifice something. Are you willing to do that? I've come across many young talents. The aim and goal is really money. Money will follow you. 200% money will follow you if you got the knowledge. Once you have the knowledge, nobody can take it back. Accept that.
You are convinced, you are passionate, from 4th standard, you're looking at it, you want it. But how about family? What do you think? How did they support you, and what was the environment at home when you actually wanted to sell your house?
Do you think I can do that alone? You can't do that. Do you think I can sell the ornament in the house? You cannot do that. Jewelry, you can't do that. So there has been a support. And more important, which I must say in this industry, the good part is that, the name. You can't buy the name at any amount. You can lose your money, I don't mind, you can do anything, but you can't spoil your name.
What is your next big dream? सर नमस्कार, थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. आपल्या आज पॉडकास्टवर अंचन सर आले. ते जगातली वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट शिपिंग कंपनी चालवतात. त्यांच्या डबल डिजिटमध्ये कार्गो शिप्स, मोठ्या मोठ्या शिप्स आहेत आणि ते आपल्या पॉडकास्टवर येत आहेत. तर आपण जाणून घेऊ की त्यांची स्टोरी काय आहे. सर विल स्पीक इन इंग्लिश इफ पॉसिबल, लिटिल बिट मराठी, बट इट इज फाईन. द ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह इज to create role models in our Marathi community, right, or in Indian community. And because you have accomplished so much and you are a first generation entrepreneur, always in Marathi community or our community there is always a fear that I don't have money and how I can make a big empire and all, but you are a living example of it. So let us start with your journey. Like, how was your school? How was your college? Where did you study? Which language? How were your friends in college?
I'm born, brought up in Bombay.
Okay.
I studied in Bombay, and definitely I went to English medium.
Okay.
Okay. I'm originally from Mangalore.
Okay.
Okay. 2 generation in Maharashtra, Bombay, you can say that. I am a Maharashtrian, then of a Mangalorean.
Okay.
The reason being is that I can't speak a Mangalorean language, which is primarily is Kannada. So I cannot. There's another language which is called Tulu, does not have a script. Yes, that I can speak here and there. But if you ask me, I can speak better in Marathi than of my own mother tongue. It's fortunate, unfortunate, I don't know. But yeah, this is how it is. That's how my journey started.
So in Bombay, you started your schooling. College also you did there?
Everything I did there, but it was known for sure within myself from the very early age that I want to get into shipping.
Wow. When was that trigger point and why shipping?
It is the trigger point. I can go back to as early as when I was 8 or 9 years old.
Is it?
Yeah. And
8 or 9 years mean 3rd or 4th standard?
Absolutely, you are right. Okay. The reason, I don't know, it's called trigger point or whatever it is. I used to get passionated looking at the pictures of the ship.
Okay.
Because then there used to be calendar era, my dad used to bring calendar, we used to work for Scindias and all sort of things. So I used to love to see that. When I used to go to his office, there used to be a ship model in the building in Scindia as you enter that huge building, a brick building. And And I said, when can I own this sort of thing?
Wow.
When can I have it? So that's the trigger point if you say so.
And the Scindias are still there in business?
No, Scindias, I think we are the first shipping company of India.
Okay.
We have National Maritime Day, I think 5th of April. That's when they took the first ship sailed of Scindias was on 5th of April. So in India, we celebrate National Maritime Day.
Okay.
It belongs to Morarji Group.
Yeah.
They went downhill during the recession of 1982, 1983.
So, see, घरामध्ये सगळे जॉब करणारे होते, right? Your dad was working with them, right? One thing is, ठीक है, you got trigger that you want to own, you want to go into shipping. But how about this? That how this thing came in? कि I don't want to work with someone, but I have to start my own, right? मतलब वो कहाँ से आया और कैसे आया? How do you think when you look back? How do you think that this starting your own? It's what from your parents it came in, because usually parent will say job करो, है ना? But कैसे आया आप में?
No, I went to a very structured. I didn't went and start a business, which I don't think so. I will recommend anybody either.
Okay.
Even in this technology era, no, I will not do that.
Okay.
I was working. I willingly accepted to go and do. Today you have that word called intern sort of thing. I went for shipping training at a very early age, from the age of 16, 17 years
16,
old.
17.
That was my force to go, and it was.
And then you didn't do college?
No, I did college. I said when after college sort of thing,
Oh.
So definitely I did college. So it was my willingness to share my time, whichever, whether it's 1 hour, whether 30 minutes in a day, or it's 2 hours in a day. I wanted to be in that environment of shipping. Yes, I definitely worked. I worked for large company like Forbes. I worked for company like which was part of like Tata, then SR. So I worked for all those Continental Shipping, Continental Group, and that's where most of the training was done with Continental. So by the time I graduated, I had a good handle over shipping. Now I wanted to sail. So when I went to Continental Shipping, I said, see what happens in shipping, that after 12th, you have an opportunity to sail on ship, and then you train yourself, and then you can become a captain or master of the vessel.
That's a usual route.
That's a usual route, and being family from shipping, whether you call the cousin, uncle, everybody into shipping. So yes, I did get a reasonably easy entry, but when I met the boss of Continental Shipping, he said, Anchan, why you want to go and sail on the ship? Why don't you work in shore? And in a couple of years, the same captains will be reporting to you. Otherwise, you have to go on the ship, you have to be on the ship, you have to sail as a captain, and then you have to come back to the shore. End of the day, you have to come back to the shore. So why don't you start there? So yes, point. So I got an opportunity, and then I said, okay, I will skip my not skip. I will let go my aim of sailing. But I still wanted to get a practical experience. How do I get a practical experience? I did requested for many voyages to sail on the ship as a supernumerary, as owner's representative. So must have done about 15-20 voyages on the ship. So I got fair understanding, the environment inside the ship. That is very important for you to know that, because seafarers in middle of the ocean, their mental health, their approach, etc., etc.
You should see. You should know the waters.
You should know that. In the high sea, when the ship is rolling, you eat food, and suddenly you enter into very bad weather. The ship rolls, you throw up, you fall from the bed. All sort of thing happens.
Wow.
Just imagine. So I did get all those practical experience by making this about approximately good 20 voyages or so. Then I was most of the time working
But
shore.
see, for all of us, this is something different, right? Owning a shipping company, or okay, we know that people buy aircrafts, but shipping company, because it's completely new. When did you decide to buy your first ship, and how easy or difficult it was? How did you manage? What an entrepreneur should learn from you, like, how did you?
See, to buy the ship or to own the ship was always my dream, as I said, going back to the age of 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Whether it was how practical it is, I always like to, what comes free is a dream.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't get taxed,
Yeah.
to see the dream, and I'm good at that. When I was working for, let me tell you that, company like Tata, and I was making good salary. Then I got opportunity in another company wherein the salary was just half.
Oh.
And I call it as opportunity despite getting a salary half. And I went and joined that company at that age, small age, because that company was giving me an experience of operating a certain type of cargo, which was very unique.
And you wanted to learn that?
I wanted to learn that. And when I was leaving this company, they said, okay, we'll give you an apartment in Kulaba, they'll give you an apartment in Kaf Parade.
And they were giving half salary?
Half salary, but I said, no, let me go ahead and get
See,
into
I think this is what everyone should learn, right? That if you want to achieve something big, and when you achieve that big, you're taking those small steps. Sometime you have to let go money and all those things, right? Objective should be to learn, right? Which all of our speakers who came in, they just said the same thing, that we worked for free for 6 months. We worked there because we wanted to go there. How important is this?
See, you should have aim and goal. And an end route of aim and goal, you may have to sacrifice a lot of things. Are you willing to do that? I've come across many young talents. The aim and goal is only money. Money will follow you. 200% money will follow you if you got the knowledge. Once you have the knowledge, nobody can take it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Accept that, And a lot of people, they don't want to explore or take the initiative. One tendency, that's not my job. I'm not getting paid for that. Why should I go and do that thing? When they could do certain thing within 6 hours or 4 hours and all sort of thing, and then they can get into more challenge or more different types of work. They don't want to do that.
Exactly.
The same 4 work, what they want to stretch it to 8 and that's it. Because meko itna paisa milta hai.
Exactly. That's a wrong mindset.
That's a very, very wrong mindset. And you see people, okay, today I see a lot of people, they come, okay, I'm getting X amount of salary, I want 20% more or 30% more, etc. Do you know about my company? You don't know. If you don't know, then how come you're coming and joining us? Only because I'm going to pay you 30%. What if I pay you 30% for 6 months and let you go?
You're right.
So people should have an aim and goal. If you don't have an aim and goal, then it does not work like that.
Absolutely. And like you said, like you did in your college, right? Because your aim and goal was shipping. That time maybe, it was not clear what in shipping.
Not at
but
all.
Still you were with the ship. That's very critical, right? And today opportunity is there, but people don't go out and learn what they want to achieve or what they want to goal. But this is a great example. But still, I want to know, how did you buy your first ship? What was the experience?
No, the experience was quite what we call it, for me, it was very hard to forget that. And I'll tell you why. When I bought the first ship, the market was absolutely bad. To an extent that if you put a card on the table and say that you're a ship owner, people will run away. Because nobody wanted to touch any ship owner or look at the ship owner, because it was absolutely bad. And that's the time I wanted to go for the ship.
Okay,
when I went. And just imagine, it's very clear that no bank will lend the money when the market is bad, correct?
Exactly.
When banks know that you can't make money, you're going to bleed.
There's no industry.
So why will they come and they fund you? So I was talking to two friends who were having established shipping company. I'll not name them. One is known to a family for generation, having couple of ships. One was known to me, but owning a oil tanker, and this particular ship that we are aiming to buy was a bulk carrier. So all three said, okay, definitely we will not get a fund, so why don't we be an equal partner and contribute equally? I said, okay, fair enough, good, we'll do that. So they said, okay, they empowered me to go and negotiate on the ship. So I went ahead, negotiated the ship. There's something called technical clause when we negotiate the ship. After all negotiation, we always say that it is subject to board approval of the buyer.
Okay.
Now, I didn't have that condition. The reason why, because the seller wanted to sell the ship straight without any condition. Okay. Now, all these people, other so-called partners,
They backed out.
they said, okay, go ahead and do that. We are fine with that.
Oh, wow.
And after the negotiation was done, we are to place a deposit in about 3 days. I'm getting a call from these two partners. One said, look, I don't think so I can fund this ship because my daughter is getting married, so I need the money. Okay. The other guy said, Anchan, I don't know. Should I get into dry cargo when I own a tanker? I think leave me out of this. Now, whose name is out in this deal? It's our company name, my name. I said, okay, what can I do? So the first thing what I did, I placed a deposit on my own.
Oh.
Okay.
So without knowing how will I fund anything, you just
there's no question that I could get external funding at all.
Yeah.
Then I had like gap of, to take the physical delivery of the ship, it was 30, to start with, like, it's 60 days. That means they can deliver any time from the 31st date to the 68th date.
So you have 30 days.
So basically I got 30 days, otherwise 60 days I have. And believe me, they wanted to deliver right on the 30th.
Yeah, exactly, because they wanted money.
Okay. Now I got these 30 days.
Wow.
Okay. And in that good 30 days, when they started giving us a delivery notice, so-called, I must have lost about 10 kilos and sold my last pair of socks, done all the internal funding by selling last pair of shop, that also includes my house, everything.
Oh.
Because I had a faith, I believed in that, correct?
Wow.
I went, took the delivery of the ship.
Big moment.
Yeah, I don't know, it's a big moment of you sign, take the delivery of the ship, but where do you go back? You don't have a home now.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
So,
you're
yeah.
alone?
Yeah.
You're single?
Yeah, no, I was married.
Okay.
No, I was married. And
But how was this decision then? The
no,
family
decision-
didn't.
No, they respected my what we call
Gut.
faith or gut, and the shipping is a gut business.
Yeah.
And believe me, in that when after I took the delivery, in just about 60 days, at the most, market went up by 40%, which never happened for last 5 years, 10 years.
Wow. So the ship price also went up.
Of course. And those two people,
Came back again.
one came, I think my daughter
Yeah.
is planning to get married, not this year,
Next year.
Other one, he said, I think I should try a dry cargo also,
Right.
bulk ship. I said, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I don't need partners now.
I don't need a partner.
Exactly.
And thereafter, I never looked back.
Never look back. Yeah?
No.
So, see this, you say this entrepreneurial grit, or you say, whatever, that I want to buy it, and you went. My question is again, that you are convinced, you are passionate, from 4th standard, you're looking at it, you want it. But how about family? What do you think? How did they support you, and, what was the environment at home when you actually wanted to sell your house?
No, in fact, do you think I can do that alone? You can't do that.
Yeah,
Do you
exactly.
think I can sell the ornament in the house? You cannot do that. Jewelry, you can't do that.
Right.
So there has been a support. It's not, you just can't see people.
No, but what, did you try to convince them, or they said, whatever you're doing, we trust you and go ahead and do it? How was it?
No, it's not they trust you. Definitely they trust my these things. And more important, which I must say in this industry, the good part is that, the name. If you are the name, I don't want it to spoil my name. Just imagine, I could have backed off. Nothing would have happened to me at all.
Yeah. Some
I
small
could have
deposit.
said, no. I would have said, look, I don't want to go ahead with this thing. Simple as this thing.
Right.
But then in entire industry, they say, Anchan has committed a ship and he backed out. And whatever today, the entry I got, the people who started even negotiating the ship, etc., because there was a family name attached to that.
There was a trust.
There's a trust.
Absolutely.
I would have spoiled that forever. You can't buy the name at any amount.
Exactly.
You can lose your money, I don't mind, you can do anything, but you can't spoil your name.
That's very true. In long term, it is all about your name,
It's generation in shipping.
Generation, exactly. But still, your family is okay to sell it, and because you're buying it. What do you think that all spouses should support such decisions?
I think, I said, unless you sacrifice, you cannot win.
And you cannot become big.
No, you cannot. You should have your confidence. You should, you should have a passion for it. If you have a passion, you can do anything. See, today I see a lot of what you call startup and this and that, and they look at other people's plate, etc. But more important, whatever you're doing, whatever project you're bringing, it's not because it's AI, everybody's talking about AI or something like that. Definitely they all are good project, but how much you can make that as a passion is important. If you got a passion, it's just a matter of time, you will definitely win.
Absolutely. And in the hard times, passion will only keep you awake,
Absolutely.
keep you strong.
Absolutely. If you believe in that passion, why don't you sell your house and start investing in that?
Exactly. Why do you need funds for market?
Why do you need, for example, yes, you definitely need the fund to grow. No doubt on this
absolutely,
thing.
yes. Very well said.
You want to secure everything and then you want to put some, no, don't do that.
Don't do that.
If you have it, then pledge it.
Exactly. व्हेरी ट्रू. सर सरांनी आपल्याला आता काय सांगितलं की त्यांना जेव्हा पहिली शिप घ्यायची होती त्यावेळेस त्यांनी डिसिजन घेतलं की मला शिप घ्यायची आहे म्हणून, पण पैसे कुठून उभं करायचं काही माहीत नव्हतं. फक्त नाव आपलं मोठं आहे मार्केटमध्ये, थर्ड जनरेशन आम्ही शिपिंगमध्ये आहे, नाव आपल्याला कायम ठेवायचं आहे म्हणून ती कमिटमेंट केली. पण त्यांच्यावर एक अशी वेळ आली की सगळे इन्व्हेस्टर्स पार्टनर्स बॅकआउट झाले, त्यांना घर विकायला लागलं, सोनं विकायला लागलं, हे सगळं विकून पण ती पहिली शिप घेतली. आणि बघा देव अशाच लोकांच्या मागे असतो. शिप घेतल्यावर एक 50-60 दिवसातच त्या शिपची व्हॅल्यू 40% वाढली आणि मग सगळे त्यांना चिटकायला लागले. आय थिंक आपल्या सगळ्यांना पण हे जे सर तुम्ही सांगितलं, आय एम शुअर यू अंडरस्टँड मराठी.
ऑफकोर्स.
हे जे तुम्ही सांगितलं की एक ग्रिट आणि एक पॅशन जे असलं पाहिजे, आणि त्यानंतर मनी डझंट मॅटर, राईट. यू हॅव टू पुट एव्हरीथिंग इन ऑल इन, राईट, ऑल इन, अँड यू हॅव टू गो. नाव आय वॉन्ट टू आस्क यू, in your journey you must have bought first ship, second, third, and so any other incident which you want to share which was very traumatic or very difficult for you to handle, and how did you manage? Maybe how was it?
Yes, in fact, first, second, third ship got all the interesting stories. When I wanted to buy the second ship, the people knew and that my investment is right. So I went and negotiated the second ship. When I negotiated the second ship after a while, so this time there's supposed to be the fund. We said, okay, we'll fund you. Very good. Just about 4 weeks before, when they said I had all the approvals, funding approval, etc., everything was there in place. So I laid a deposit to buy the ship. So good percentage was supposed to come from the institute, funding institute. 3 weeks before the delivery of the ship, they said, sorry, we cannot fund. Okay, but we have a document signed. Yeah, we have. So please get extension from the sellers. But or you cancel the deal.
Yeah.
I said, if you cancel the deal, and this I'm buying from a public listed company based in New York, and I'm in New Jersey, they'll just cross over the bridge and they'll hang me by my feet.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. No, don't worry. If the deposit 50% will reimburse you, 50% is your loss. To that extent, they said.
Wow.
But I said no. Here, sitting in USA, I somehow managed the funding just before the delivery of the ship from Singapore, and happy to say, or happy to share, that I got the funding at 3% per month.
Wow. It's not happy.
Percent.
That is too much.
I'm happy to share. I said 3% per month.
Yeah. Wow.
Now,
So it means it doubles in 2 years. Whatever loan you have taken,
correct.
in 2 years you have to give double the amount.
Okay, and that too, they said that we'll only give it for 6 months. In 6 months, you have to arrange the alternative things. Now, you'll not believe. Let's say my earning was $1 a day, and my outgo was $3 a day, because the interest itself was $2 a day.
Yeah.
Only the interest, not principal amount. And good shipping pandit, good friends, good well-wisher, they said, look, let the ship go. You are getting 50% from this bank who has backed out, and your 50% is gone. So forget it. I said, no, I don't want to spoil the name. I went and took that money at 3% a month. And then in that 6 months' time, I arranged the alternative fund definitely
with a lower interest rate.
at a lower interest rate.
Yeah.
You know, and I ran the ship, and after 5 years, I sold the ship double the price from what I bought.
Wow, exactly. I'll share. माझी पण अशीच एक गोष्ट आहे. When we started our first school, we have 2 CBSE schools in Pune. When we started our first school, we took at 5% interest rate. That's why
5% per month.
Per month. That's why I know 5% is like 18 months it goes, or 16 months it get double, right? But we took that because we wanted to start the school. But like what you rightly said, it was a short-term thing. For next 3 to 6 months, I saw that I get a lower interest rate from a bank or anywhere, and then I pay this off. But at that time, it was a need. If I wouldn't have taken that, वो school चालू ही नहीं होता. It was चालूच झाली नसती. But what do you, because you spoke very well on capital and cash and funds, right? What do you like to say to our viewers that how do you manage all this capital, cash flow, and all those things? Is there any framework or something for it?
I'll tell you in Hindi, मकान से दुकान नहीं बन सकता है. There's a famous saying, you must have heard about that.
Yeah.
I never take a dividend out of the company.
Okay.
Okay. I never go for luxurious things. I want this thing to have an apartment like this or a house like this, or I want to drive one of the best car under the sun and all sort of things. That will come to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I never took a dividend. The first thing what happens for any entrepreneur is okay, now this is the profit. We have done this profit, I'll take the money out. No. I kept on reinvesting that money. I kept on doing that. Yes, I understand your 5% and my 3%, but the degree of amount, the size of the amount in shipping is quite a large.
Yeah.
It's very, very,
I know,
very,
it's a big
very
thing,
large.
big
it's
thing,
very large.
Yeah.
It's big. It's big money. So I till today, I don't take a dividend. I absolutely don't take a dividend.
Wow.
I say I am the principal employee of the company. Okay? I only take a salary. I ensure that office timing is 8:30 to 5:30. I'm at 7:30. If I made a rule, I'll follow that. If I can't follow that, then don't make a rule.
Very true. At the end, 1 or 2 last question. You said you are a dreamer, right? Yes. You like to dream big.
Absolutely.
What is your next big dream?
See, my dream is always within the shipping.
Okay. So what is that?
So today, if you look, with size of a company, we have literally all the services under one umbrella, which is very, very hard to find. If you want to ship this bottle, we have a service for that. If you want to make the best of all, whatever the classified military cargo, we have that. So we have all the ancillary services within shipping as such. But yes, if you ask me, I want to put India into the world shipping map as such. So I want to give back to the nation as such. Today, whatever I got it is because where I was born, brought up, that is Maharashtra. I want to see what I can give back to the nation as such. That is one of the reasons I keep on candidly, openly saying the shortcomings and how India can fix it. So if you ask from that type of dream, that is the dream I'm looking at. In terms of the business, yes, I have I will not say that I
And to
achieved,
grow.
but I've been investing, I've been going, and maybe today I don't know, the Indian origin. In fact, I must say confidently that in an entire American belt, I'm the only Asian or the Indian ship owners based out of there.
So you are the only Indian in America
in
who
the
owns
entire
a
American belt.
in entire American build
Yeah,
who owns a shipping company.
yeah.
Wow. One last question, because the shipping industry and the shipping company is like a generation and generation to generation it runs, right? So how you are building your next generation? Any conscious efforts on it, or
No, I made it abundantly clear to my children. I got 2 children. My son is 19, my daughter is 16. That you will not get it on the platter as such. So this is a passion industry because it's 24/7.
Yeah.
There are a lot of hard work you have to put here in the sense that you should have a good understanding about the global economy, you should have a good understanding of the global trade, you should have a good understanding about the culture, global culture, and you should also have a good understanding about the geopolitical situation as such.
Yeah.
So it's not limited to one segment. So there are a lot of effort because shipping is a global business as such. So if you don't have the passion, or rather my son or my daughter will not get it automatically. Only if they show that they have an interest, they have a passion for it, and that's when they can play an active role as such. So I could see some fire in my son definitely, and he's showing the interest, and I think he's doing fairly well. And I want what I do, I pull him out of the college whenever he got some small holiday. He's studying in London 5 days or 6 days. I send him to Lloyd's, I send him to a London office, I send him to some other company to work for. Even if he got 2 days holiday, I find a job for him.
Wow. Yeah.
That's what I do.
And he enjoys that?
He enjoys that very much. He absolutely enjoys that. He has also gone on the ship. He stayed on the ship
Fallen
definitely
from the bed?
It's not for, but he didn't sail, but he went on the ship when one of our ship was in dry dock. But yes, I want him to sail also. But only thing is that there is a conflict with his college timing and the dates, etc. But whenever we see a longer sort of
vacation
gap, we'll do that.
Oh, great, thank you. So at the end of my show, I ask some rapid questions. So you have to answer in 1 word or 2, or maximum a sentence. So can I ask?
Sure.
Which is the one business you will start given an opportunity other than shipping? Which industry?
It's a very good question. In fact, I never thought outside shipping, because shipping is so big. You have multiple things. The other thing which I'm looking at now is the port.
Port.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, it is connected to
Shipping.
It becomes little different.
But
it's a infrastructure sort of thing. Yeah.
But port. Okay. One thing you feel that an entrepreneur should have, one skill or one capability, whatever you say, what it would be?
The skill is all. See, if you are talking of the industrialist, they should have maybe multiple skill because they should know how to run it.
But which is the one thing you think that for an entrepreneur to be successful and to go big, he or she should have this thing?
It's only one thing, that is, I'll say, passion.
Passion.
Without passion, nothing. Like we call shipping is a religion. That's
Exactly.
a motto. Yeah.
Should make your business your religion.
Yeah, we have patented that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Next is, if you have given an opportunity to start a business, because now you have started your business in US and you're big in US, if you start a new business, whether it will be in India or in US?
We have definitely offices in different countries, 9 countries as such. But given a chance, I will always look at USA because how friendly they are, and ease of doing the business, is there. You don't have to go anywhere. At the tip of one key, you can do a lot of stuff. So I will still look at US as being headquartered. Yes,
Last
branch
2.
out.
So there is a lot of buzz going on AI, right? What is your take? If you have to choose between AI and human, what will you choose?
I will still choose AI to the maximum extent, especially in shipping, because it's a people's business.
Yeah.
technology try to take over in many ways, especially when we buy the ship, when we charter the ship, we do a lot of commercial, but it never gained the traction as such, you know. But yes, AI can be used, but I will still say that human touch is very, very important.
Human.
Yeah.
One last question. I'm sure you are a role model for all of us and everyone, but who is your role model? Any one person?
Why should I have the?
It's okay. So that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
ग्रेट थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
Thank you.
तर आपण सरांबरोबर जे पण अर्धा तास बोललो, जर समराईज करायचं झालं तर ड्रीम इज फ्री. आय थिंक ही एक टॅगलाईन पाहिजे की तुम्ही मोठे स्वप्न बघू शकता. नंतर यू हॅव टू स्टार्ट अर्ली. म्हणजे त्यांनी 11वी-12वी मध्येच शिपिंगमध्ये जाऊन काम करायचे, कधी वेळ मिळेल तेव्हा जायचे. तो यू हॅव टू स्टार्ट अर्ली. आणि पॅशनला दुसरं काहीही म्हणजे ऑप्शन नाही आहे. पॅशनेट असाल तरच तुम्ही बिझनेस करा, नाही तर करू नका. चौथी गोष्ट जे आपण शिकलो की तुम्हाला एक गट फिलिंग आणि पॅशन त्या बिझनेसबद्दल असेल तर पैसे उभा राहतात, पैसे मिळतात, घरचे सपोर्ट करतात, सगळं घडून येतं, पण तुम्हाला ते डिसिजन घ्यायला लागतं. तर मला वाटतं आपण हे सगळं सरांबरोबर शिकलो. अंचन सर, थँक्यू सो मच फॉर गिविंग युअर टाइम हिअर.
Thank you.
And all the best
Thank you
for
for
your
having me.
business. Thank you so much.